5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the third episode of the Voices of the Voiceless podcast, where your voices are heard. In this video, you will hear more about this podcast in more detail. I'll be very detailed about it. I'll let you know again why I came up with it. I'll let you know again who helped me came up with it, and I'll let you know for sure about this podcast and what this podcast message is about. So with that being said, I would like to play my homie. I played him before, and why not play him again? You guys know him as Awkward, and Awkward is, like I said, Awkward is my homie that I've been with since I was in high school. He's been a cool person, and yeah. With that being said, here's go Awkward with Seek.
Oh my God, that's hard. She said, roll another blunt, let's get high. Hop up on top, that's the way she wanna ride. Every feeling that she catch, you know she can't hide. See, everything she want is inside. I roll another one and get high. She hopping on top, that's the way she wanna ride. Every feeling that she catch, you know she can't hide. See, everything she want is inside. I know what you're missing. I'm rolling up tight, so we smoking all night, and it's top out there ain't no resistance. So you steady breaking the distance. I know what you're feeling. Needs some pleasure, sexual healing. I'm feeling the vibe, but that I can't lie. This confession is very appealing. She hopping on top. I'm thinking, should I make a stop? And maybe she's lonely, but I promise I'm not. She looking at me with such a stress. I tell her, get it off your chest. She don't know what she want, but she want the best. I tell her, you are the best. And the look on her face, I can't describe, but it lit up the place. Whoa, then she passed me an 8. Said, buckle up, cause we headed to space. She said, roll another blunt, let's get high. Hop up on top, that's the way she wanna ride. Every feeling that she catch, you know she can't hide. See, everything she want is inside. I roll another one and get high. She hopping on top, that's the way she wanna ride. Every feeling that she catch, you know she can't hide. See, everything she want is inside. After discussions, we get into hugging, we get into touching and kissing and shh. We get into something. She looking at me like I turned to a beast. My beauty is ugly, and somehow I'll sweep her off her feet. This room isn't dusty. I think that she loved me. She giving me time. She can't hide the feelings that I don't want. 2 to 2, many blood at a time. Angel numbers, yeah, I'm seeing the signs. Hearing voices like I'm losing my mind. Her energy is divine, a star in the sky, you ain't hard to find. It must be the way you shine. And the look on her face, I can't describe, but it lit up the place. Whoa, then she passed me an 8. Said, buckle up, boy, we headed to space. She said, roll another blunt, let's get high. Hop up on top, that's the way she wanna ride. Every feeling that she catch, you know she can't hide. See, everything she want is inside.
Yeah. There we go. Mr. Awkward himself with Seek. So, yeah, about this podcast. This podcast is a radio podcast on everything. This podcast is a podcast that's going to play music, that's going to show new artists, that's going to show, how can I say this in a way? It's not just a radio podcast. It's a voice podcast for the voiceless people. Meaning that even though I'm playing music of artists and whatsoever, I am going to try to get other artists here to talk about their art, whether it is music, whether it is painting, whether it's whatever type of art it is that really intrigue the world, that they want to show the world, that really, inspire the world. So that's what this podcast is really about. It's not just about me being on this side telling you guys what to do or how to live or react to certain videos and stuff like that. I mean, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do some reaction videos to certain things and stuff like that. But at the same time, this podcast is not all about that. This podcast is not all about me speaking. This podcast is not all about music. This podcast is about voices and the voices that wants to be heard. So I honestly hope you guys really appreciate this podcast, really show love to this podcast, and really embrace this podcast, because this podcast is ready for you guys and me too at the same time. So yeah, on everything. So right now, I'm sorry, but right now we're gonna get into a different song. This is one song that I played it. I listened to it a lot. It is by Torres Riley. It is one of the songs that, you know, you can be like, yeah, this is my day, it's my time. So the name of the song is called My Day by Torres Riley. Hope you guys like it and enjoy. Here we go.
Today my rise like the sunrise, my bright and my upright. No one can stop my vibes. I'm in no fear who I fight. I know I criticize. I'm on the higher heights. So you can say what you want to and do what you want to. It's no concern to me. I'm on my own vision, me dip on my own mission to rule my destiny. Oh, it's my day to do what I want to. It's my give me some reason and don't invade my space. I'm in a different place, different phase, moving on my way. So if you feel like a champion, then nothing can go wrong. This one is your song. Hey, put away your troubles, put away your worries, help me sing along. Oh, it's my day to do anything I want to. It's my time, and I'll use it any way I want to. It's my life, and I'm responsible for every action. It's all mine, my day, my time, my life. Out there, I'm feeling alive, feeling a vibe, and nothing can stop me. I don't care what they think or what they say about me. Look out, world, here we come, up and running. And all I'm saying is, it's my day to do what I want to. It's my time, and I'll use it any way I want to. It's my life, and I'm responsible for every action. It's all mine, my day, my time, my life.
Yeah. That's how we do it here. Again, this is the Voices of the Voiceless podcast, where your voices are heard. Yeah, like I said earlier in this video, you're going to hear me say my podcast or this podcast or anything about this podcast, because guess what? I said it earlier. This podcast, this video is about this podcast. I'm sorry, excuse me. And another thing about this podcast is real. No scripted, not scripted. There's nothing in front of me that I'm reading off of. All I'm doing here is every time you see me on the computer or whatsoever, I'm looking, thinking about the next song to play for you guys and whatsoever, or the next artist. Only because of as of right now, I have no interview set up, but I am setting them up. With that being said, I just want people to understand that this is a podcast that's really want to help people. It's not just me going to be out there and just doing anything. No, this podcast is for me to want to help people. I said it in my first video that this podcast is going to be mobile, meaning that I'm gonna be getting this right here. You won't see all the time. You may see it for the first few videos, but most of the time you will see me out and about, or maybe you probably will see me in here and talking to somebody and stuff like that. But other than that, this podcast is I'm trying to get this podcast to be a mobile podcast as well as a sit down podcast, because I want to do something different, like I said. And then when we are mobile, it's going to be kind of hard for me to get the music on there, but at the same time, I'll try my best. I don't mind it. Other than that, I just want to say, please engage with our podcast. Engage with this podcast. Engage with this with what you want to say. Like, come here and then get your voices out, because if you want your voices to be heard, you gotta speak it. You can't be all silent about it. If you want your voices to be heard, you gotta speak up. And that's pretty much all I gotta say, because in reality, there's nothing more to say on that. But yeah, this podcast is all about that. It's all about speaking up and not speaking. No, there's no thing that's my truth. No, there's a thing that's truth. Truth is general. There's no my truth. There's my no. Yes, you have your experiences. Yes, you have your own opinion and stuff like that. But fact is fact and opinion is opinion. And in reality, you can't just be like, oh, my opinion is the fact and your opinion is not. No. Fact is facts, and opinion is opinions. So, that being said, why not let's keep listening to more music and stuff like that. So, I don't really know what else to really give you guys, but just this one other song. Like, it's just something that you gotta be real with. So, why not be real? You know? So here we go right here with this song called Real Love by Aaron Benet.
When the morning comes and you're asleep by my side, cherish a word that could describe how our love has stood the many tests of time in our lives. There's a whirlwind of changes this life may bring, but the real thing just holds on, come what may, and we got something real love, real love, in a world full of make-believe. We got something real love, yes, real love. I'll bet everything of you, I love you, not just for who you are, but for the way you've made a better man out of me, girl. Now I try, I swear, baby, every day I try to live a life deserving of this joy. Get to me, oh, to me. Now you got your funny ways, girl. Lord knows I've got mine. Still we keep on getting better all the time. We got something real love, in a world where nothing's what it seems. We got something real, just standing strong for the whole world to see. Don't ever question what my heart needs to know. Girl, I just want the same old love you gave me today. We got it from the kind of love that knows that
Mr. Eric Benign with Real Love. Man, that song right there really is a song that really helps me out. So, yeah, I also want to say that this podcast, like I said earlier, this podcast is a radio podcast, right? One thing I never said, I did told you about this, it's played in all different types of genres, right? So that's what you're hearing right now. Listen.
Soy el Pedro Natraxil, el de escuela, de apellido Valenzuela, mucho tiempo me rifé.
Yeah, so this I'm not like just have it on just because I want to have it on for this podcast. No, I actually listen to corridos y banda, like on everything. I even listen to merengue. I listen to what's that one, cumbias. I love dancing them too. Trust me, I love dancing them. But the main one I love dancing is bachata. Trust me, I can dance bachata like it's nothing. But yeah, this podcast is a music podcast. It's a music radio podcast show. I'm gonna play all types of music from different genres: country, hip hop, Spanish, Latin, folk. Sometimes just whatever type of genre that's out there, I'm gonna play it. And also, I'm gonna speak to a lot of people. This podcast is a Voiceless of the Voiceless podcast. I mean, it's a Voices of the Voiceless podcast, and it's a real authentic podcast. This is not scripted. I'm gonna keep saying that about this podcast. This podcast will not be scripted. I mean, some people may write down things that they want to say and read it off the paper and stuff like that. That's on them. But coming from me, nah. This podcast is a real podcast. If I'm talking to you whatsoever and you say something that's interesting and I have a question about it, I'm gonna listen to like, hey, I got a question about what you just said. So, Then go my question. I mean, that's how real. That's how I want this podcast to be. I want this podcast to be real. That's why I'm not going to be like. That's why I'm not gonna have no scripts, no nothing like that. And the only editing that I'm going to do is the initial editing of, let's just say, oh, I didn't like this part, this and that. But no, in reality, I might just keep it all up there. But you will see like some of the editing, because the editing is just at the artist, at the picture of the artist, or the what you want to call it, the caption of it. That's all my editing will be. It would not be me it would not be me and not being real. It would be all 100% real. So yeah. With that being said, in my other videos, I played about three to four songs. This video is gonna be multiple. It's gonna be at least 5 to 6 with different various artists playing in the background, because I'm showing you guys exactly what this podcast is about. So with that being said, I got a song for you guys. This song is really called, you all know it, like for real. It is by J. Cole. My homie played it earlier, and it's called Love Yours. So let's give J. Cole a round of a hand.
Love yours. Love yours. No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Fake niggas, mad snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he arrived. Don't be sleeping on your level, cause it's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Goes for all y'all. It's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Let me explain. Yeah. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we were blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. But I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger in your mind? Cause pain still lingers on mine. On the road to riches, listen, this is what you find. The good news is, nigga, you came a long way. The bad news is, nigga, you went the wrong way. Think being broke was better. Life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Think being broke was better. Life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. For what's money without happiness? Or hard times without the people you love? Though I'm not sure what's about to happen next, I ask for strength from the Lord up above. Cause I've been strong so far, but I can feel my grip loosening. Quick, do something before you lose it for good. Get it back and use it for good. And touch the people how you did like before. I'm tired of living with demons cause they always inviting more. Think being broke was better. Now I don't mean that phrase with no disrespect to all my niggas out there living in debt. Cashing minimal checks. Turn on the TV, see a nigga Rolex, and fantasize about a life with no stress. I mean this shit sincerely. And as a nigga who was once in your shoes, living with nothing to lose, I hope one day you hear me. Always gonna be a bigger house somewhere, but nigga feel me. Long as the people in that motherfucker love you dearly. Always gonna be a whip that's better than the one you got. Always gonna be some clothes that's fresher than the ones you rock. Always gonna be a bitch that's better out there on the tours. But you ain't ever gonna be happy till you love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing.
Yeah. There you go, Mr. J. Cole here with Love Yours. So yeah, this is, like I said before, I'm gonna keep saying this. This is a music radio podcast show. This is the podcast of voices that will help each other voices be heard, because at the end of the day, I honestly feel like there are people out here that want their voices to be heard, so why not let the voices be heard? So with that being said, I just like to thank you guys in advance for watching. Subscribe to this channel. Listen to but help other people out. Do what you can. Live with happiness. Enjoy your life and stuff like that. This is something that will really keep you in the know. This is a podcast that will really show you how to be really, how can I say this in a good way? Not better, but show you in a way to speak, how you can speak up better and keep your realness with you. Because again, we live in a world where realness is becoming so outdated that fakeness is becoming so indated, and it shouldn't be that way. It should be nothing but realness, and not many people have that. So this is what this podcast is about. It's about being real with oneself. So why not let that be? Again, I'm gonna keep saying this for the longest. I said it earlier. I said it not too long ago. I said it before the last song. Reason why I said I'm gonna keep saying this because this video right here is a video about this podcast. It's not really me telling you how I got this, how I came about, because I said that already. Because if you guys don't know, I started doing film in 2010. From 2010 to 2012, I was in high school, and the person that got me into it was my homie named Kevin, and my other homie, which is one of his other homie, or was his other homie, Manuel. Back in high school, we started a 3-man crew as a film crew, and then from there we kind of grew up from there. We kind of grew up in there. Then after high school, we branched off, did our own little thing with the knowledge that we learned, and I kept going into it, and to the point where I started to DJ, to the point where I started to help people film, to the point where it got me to be on a radio show, to the point where we are here today. So everything I did within the film industry from 2010 to now, 2010 to then, shoot, helped me get to where I am now. And at the same time, I gotta say, I'm enjoying it. I am really enjoying it. At first, I was kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. But at the same time, I'm excited nervous. I was nervous as how I want to start it and what I want to say and this and that. But I'm excited about it because this is something I cannot see myself not doing. Yeah, it's too cliche because a lot of people is doing it, this and that. But in reality, this is the realness. This is the realness that you're gonna get from me. On the real. Look at like my hair, no. Like everything about this podcast is 100% authentic and real. Like it's not scripted. It will never be scripted. Again, if you have something to say and you don't want to say it off the top of your head, you want to write it down, then come up here and say it, that's totally fine. But it has to be real. If you have poetry and you want to say it off the top of your head, that's totally fine. It has to be real. The thing about this podcast is about realness. It's about real voices that are voiceless. And that's why I named the podcast The Voices of the Voiceless, where your voices are heard, because this is a real podcast for real voices of the voiceless. So there's so many of us out here that want to speak, and that's too, how can I say this in a way that's too content to speak. That's too, how can I say this in a way? It's not that they don't want to. It's the way that if they do speak, they feel like they're gonna get criticized. And guess what? I felt that same way. 100%. I felt that same way. But yeah, you gotta get over that criticism. You gotta get over it. You're gonna get criticized whether you walking down the street or you running down the street. You're gonna get criticized. So at the end of the day, you gotta live. You gotta live. And that's what I'm doing right now. I am living a life that I want to live. So yeah, let's applaud. So with that being said, I would like to go ahead and end this video, but I got 2 more songs for you guys. One of the songs that I'm gonna play for you guys is by Eric Benet. He just came out with the song not too long ago, I think, but it was a pretty good song and I like it. So it's called Let's Stay Together. Here we go.
The wind so cold until I had to walk alone without your baby. I never knew what it was to be a man. Oh no, but let me show you, baby. 'Cause now I understand. I never thought it hurt so bad. No. Seems like you won't know until you lose what you had. Yes. See, I don't need to waste time. Now all over town, baby, 'cause now I know where to find true loving. And I knew the first time that I ever seen you. Can we stay together? Let's stay together. What makes so nice? Can we stay together? Let's stay together. Baby, just tell me why it feels so strong. Tell me, baby. The years keep rolling by, but still this love and heart you own. I never felt a love so time that I ever seen. Let's stay together, let's stay together. Can we stay together, let's stay together. Can we stay together, let's stay
Yeah. There we go, Mr. Eric, the name, and let's stay together. Haha. Kind of remind me of Al Green, Let's Stay Together, but a pretty slow version. Hey, but this song really hits though. This song right here, when I first heard it, whew, I fell in love with this song because, man, who doesn't like soulful songs? Like on everything, soulful. Not soul food, soulful songs. Like, who doesn't love those type of songs? Like on everything, you gotta have love. You gotta have it. But yeah, that's what's about this podcast. This podcast is all about having love with each other, with your voice, with everything around you. Because in 2024, what I learned is that love is dying. Love is really dying. We gotta shoot on everything. We gotta bring love back. We gotta bring love back into this world. So let's love each other. Let's love each other. Let's help each other. I mean, even though we can't make another person happy, but we can help them become happy. We can give them a way to be happy, inspire them to be happy, inspire them to live better. We can do that. We can do that just by us being the person that we want. We want somebody to be to us. But at the time, we don't do it. I do it. Not to everyone. I admit that 100%. I don't do it to everyone. But I do it. And it's not that I'm picky with it. It's the fact that if somebody give me something, make me feel some type of way, or give me a reason to feel some type of way towards them, then yeah, maybe I will do it. I'm not perfect, 100%. I am not perfect at all. You heard my life story like in the last video. I'm not perfect. I'm not. But on the real, I am the realness. I am the realness. I am being the realness that I can ever be. And that's what this podcast is about. This podcast is about being real. So with that being said, let's get to my last song, okay? I want y'all to know that this podcast is something that's gonna help you see your future, not the future, but your future. And like I said, also, this podcast is not just a regular podcast. It's a music radio podcast that's going to play all type of artists, rather you know them or not. If you don't know them, you don't know them. If you don't like them, you don't like them. If you hate them, you hate them. This and that, whatever the case is. But this podcast is a music radio podcast, and I'm gonna play whatever songs that I feel that is right for that mood, and that's how it is. Because I want y'all to understand that each video that I post, either if it's like this, if it's not like out in the public, but if it's like this, that it has music on it, each video that I post, I'm gonna post songs based on that mood. And I want y'all to understand that, because so many songs that I'm playing is really to send a message to you guys. So with that being said, I'm gonna play this last song. Y'all may not really be like, oh crap. Y'all gonna be like, oh crap. I can't believe he actually played that. But yeah, this song right here that I'm gonna play is one of the, I can't say hardest, because it's not the beat that makes it hard. It's the message that makes it hard. Because it's about life. That's what the song is about. It's about life. And it's really about going through obstacles and understanding that life have obstacles, and if you don't go through them, then you ain't gonna get far. But if you go through them, you will get far. So with that being said, I gotta play this song, because this song is wrapping everything up that I said in the first video, the second video, and the third video. First video is the introduction video. Second video is about me video. This video is about this podcast video. And it's all led me to the climb of everything in my life. And that's the song I'm gonna play. Decline by Miley Cyrus. Here we go.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going. I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. And sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to love. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.
Yeah. So with that being said, I would just like to say thank you guys for watching these first 3 videos. There will be more coming on. Again, the next few videos might be just reaction videos until I get some interviews going. I mean, this is just around the holidays, so a lot of people are busy with their family and stuff like that. So most likely I won't have interviews until next year. But other than that, stay tuned, you guys. I really hope you guys love what I'm posting, love what I'm sharing with you guys. And I really want you guys to engage with this because, like I said, this is the Voices of the Voiceless podcast. This is a podcast where your voices are heard. This podcast is a podcast that will help you guys speak up, help you guys get your art out, get your music out, get anything out of your chest, whatever that you want to say, how you want to say it, but you got to be real with it. There's no fakeness over here. There's none of that. So with that being said, if I don't catch you guys soon, you guys have a nice one. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and yeah, see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Have a nice one.